Hillary's speech from Europe, Hillary's Invasion, by Michael St. Wood, also known as EmptyHero. Hillary Clinton stood atop a large white plastic slab and cleared her throat as she approached a plastic podium. A Caucasian male, his Caucasian mother, his Caucasian wife, and his government-appointed black daughter stood 10 feet behind and to the left of Hillary. The speaking slab was 5 feet off the ground, so all in attendance could see them well. They were a well-dressed family, and the government-appointed black daughter was very well behaved despite only being a 6-year-old future diversity hire. Hillary tapped the non-phallic, woman-approved microphone with her yellowed index finger. Hillary was an extraordinarily beautiful woman by the current American standard. She was able to stand under her own power so long as someone held her by the elbow, look down, see her open-toed leather sandals, and touch her hands together in the front as well as the back. Her bleached blonde hair fell onto the exquisite 4-inch thick shoulder pads of her business suit, her hips tapered down, showing only a hint of her self-empowerment, penile simulation codpiece. Something metallic gleamed from her breast pocket. Thomas raised his hand to block the glint as Hillary began to speak. "Oh, I see we have a volunteer already," she said with a grin. Hillary's mouth seemed stretched and cadaverous. Thomas looked around and realized all eyes, save for the bodyguard's one lazy eye, were set upon him. Before he could react, the bodyguard grabbed Thomas by the buttock cheeks, smelled his hair, and thrust him onto the stage. Thomas blinked several times, uncertain of what had happened, as Hillary continued to speak. "Free thought is war. The government knows who you are and what you need." The crowd burst into rapturous applause, but quickly petered out as their arms grew too tired to continue. Hillary paused for a moment while those in attendance took a swig from their corn sauce, lard colas, and diet butter shakes. "All war is war on women. We are the first to suffer in war," she continued, as the man, his mother, his wife, and his government-appointed black daughter stepped forward. "We lose our husbands, our sons, our brothers, our fathers, and our platonic male friends that we use for attention and free dinners," Hillary said, while making an overly animated, sad expression. "You see," Hillary continued while pulling a pistol from her pocket, "if I was to kill this man right now, he wouldn't suffer. His family would. Maybe even the chocolate bunny, too." Thomas reached out to pull Hillary's arm aside, but acted 1/3 of a second too late. Artificial thunder shot through the air like the initial spark of an immense flame. Thomas stumbled past Hillary and stood over the crumpled body of the murdered American man. His wife and mother held each other and soaked their shoulder pads in tears. The black daughter poked the corpse with her foot and said, "Do you see?" Hillary asked with great feigned emotion. "Free thought is war. These women are suffering needlessly due to war," she yelled over an outburst of orgasmic applause. She leveled her pistol at the back of Thomas's head. He felt the cold touch of metal between his bristly hairs. "And you, are you a free thinker?" Hillary asked in a low, emotionless voice. Thomas swallowed hot phlegm that stuck in the base of his throat and imagined his life ending to rapturous applause. As Thomas turned back, Hillary jammed the pistol into his left eye socket. "Properly trained dogs don't turn to face an angry master," Hillary whispered while pressing her finger against the trigger. The audience fell silent, save for a few dozen outbursts of flatulence. Thomas grabbed the pistol slowly and attempted to push it away. Hillary held it in place with an iron grip and smiled. Thomas panicked, breathing in and out 3 times in rapid succession as he fought the urge to vomit. Upon the final heave, the phlegm lodged in his throat broke loose and struck Hillary in the eyes. Thomas then grabbed the pistol and threw it into the crowd as Hillary recoiled. "Quickly this way," a familiar voice called from the backside of the stage. Thomas followed the voice and ran past the grieving mother and bride, as well as the indifferent government-appointed black child. As Thomas dropped over the side of the stage, a tall man in a black suit and wide-brimmed hat ran towards a distant, idling van. Thomas recognized him as the interloper from the approved speech hour and doubted that he headed towards a trap. All enclosed vehicles had been banned in order to facilitate the sales of government-approved, lard-powered wheelchairs 2 years earlier. Only a fellow free thinker would utilize such a vehicle. The stranger struggled to get into the driver's seat. Something about his right foot prevented him from sliding in easily. As Thomas sprinted, a mass of rolling, obese bodies chased after him. "Break his commie legs!" A man screamed from the back of the pack. We'll drown him in butter and eat him alive. A 400-pound, 4-year-old girl squealed from the middle. At the head of the pack, Joe stood atop a motorized wheelchair, his frilly dress sparkling brilliantly beneath the neon sky. Stop that man, police. He and I need to talk about our relationship, he screamed in a shrill, falsetto voice. He came to a stop as Thomas clambered onto the passenger seat of the van. What do we do now, you fat-fruiting bomba clot? A mildly, morbidly obese Jamaican woman asked as she rolled to a stop. We miss him, Joe whispered as the van pulled away. A single tear fell from the false eyelashes of his left eye and landed on the tip of his shit-encrusted penis. Find out what happens next by ordering Yurope, Hillary's Invasion from Amazon, Audible, or iTunes. It's available as an ebook, paperback, hardcover, and audiobook, which is voiced by the author. It makes a great gift for your fat, stanky mother, or could be used to flatten your nutsack. You're already on a government watch list for watching this video, so it's too late to back out now, fucker.